Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finals of the Metaplays Halo Wars 2 Pro League qualifier number 2 out of 2 here. The next one will be the main event, and a total of 980 pounds are on the line. XCA 5 is playing as Pavium in the blue color, and on the other side we've got Aatrox in the red playing as Colony. No EOD, no Rock Generation, this is fresh stuff. So, hope you guys are as excited as I am. Definitely got a special setup here. It's a big surprise to see the shopper picking up supplies at home. Usually you go out with that, but against Pavium... Oh, sorry, against Colony with the Skitter chopper early game, you kind of don't want to risk it. Even though you could be going for triple chopper yourself as Pavium. That's not what we're going to be seeing from XCA. He's playing it safe. Still has a chopper of his own though. We've got another power extractor coming up as well. So the economic opener will be in place. Otherwise, the matchup is kind of late game oriented. You can certainly do some very interesting stuff with the heroes in the early game. I don't think you can really kill the hunter captain with the Pavium hero. That would be very difficult. But you can certainly defend against him back home. Takes a guy forever to cross the map. Then again, the best thing about the Pavium hero is to get him out at tier 2. Just gets his orbital designator. Gets a whole lot stronger from that. Aatrox doing a pretty good job capturing the power node, but so is XCA. And we've got the first chopper kill off the game. More choppers are on the way. It's a strange choice against a leader that has access to grunt mines. And yet here we are. Also, for anyone watching live, you can go and do your voting thing in a moment. There it is. Got the burnout on the 4 buildings. So power is absolutely surging here. And you know that triple chopper is actually doing quite a bit of work. 4 now. But I don't think Aatrox is gonna get... Yeah, he's just gonna go tier 2 behind this. XCA is ahead of that though. He's already tier 2. Getting a foundry now. I assume a Marauder wouldn't hurt. Hunters. Free power nodes meanwhile for Aatrox. No base expansion or anything like that. Getting harvester upgrades. But no war councils, no hero. Really strange colony playstyle here that we're seeing from him. Because, you know, if you can get a second base, you should. It's cheap enough. And you get more leader power progression, so... To work your way up to the 5th leader point and 6th leader point is really the big goal for Colony. That's where he's most powerful with those timings. Oh, best friend F is in the chat. That's wild. Long time no see, buddy. Power surging all over. Okay, that was a little too topical. Sorry about that. I hope you're safe. For those watching in the future, this is at a time when there's hurricanes in the US, so Being in the UK, I don't have that problem, but a lot of the viewers do. Some of the players, even some couldn't join today. Like, Orenti couldn't join today because, yeah, they're him and his family are basically helping with recovery operations. It's wild. Well, this has certainly been creative, but the choppers are getting shut down really hard. Got a bunch of grunts coming out, as well as the Hunter Capitano is getting upgrades. This is still a tier 1 version, right? So he's about to get a Siphon Overcharge. Much bigger health bar. This choppers is still going. This is actually kind of epic. Keeping the power nodes clear. And it's done. Quite the health bar there. XCA is tier 3. His power is overwhelming. He's gonna lock his Pavium into the base, just in case. Nice takedown on the Marauder. Could be seeing a push on the base. Honestly, this Capitano can do pretty much whatever he wants. Getting into the garrison up top wouldn't be the worst idea. But there is already a Wraith. So Aatrox has to watch out for that. It's gonna be a long time until he also gets to tier 3. But if he takes over the mini bases, sorry, the power nodes on the map, that could go pretty nicely for him. Marauders are keeping it clear though. He never ended up being able to get in the garrison or anything like that. Hunter Captain running around to chase hunters is just not gonna happen. They're faster than him. Bunch of grunts being made. It's a pretty chill game over. Oh! Hunter on the higher ground picking off the choppers is great. I think Aatrox should just hide them in the back somewhere, keep them for later. They will heal once he has 6 points. It's all automated. XCA doing any other fancy stuff? No, he's letting out his hero now. Getting advanced designator, as we talked about. Mostly just Hunter Reaver from Aatrox. He's happy to stick with tier 2 for the moment. As long as there's not too many Wraiths, it's fine. I don't hate it. You know, Aatrox is doing a really good job controlling the power nodes. I think that's nice. But he is gonna get this third base tonight if he's not careful. Some Hunters need to go there, but they're not. Shielding on XCA's base. More and more Wraiths are coming out. Will be very difficult to deal with. Ay, ay, ay. No shield on the base. I think Aatrox really doesn't like shields, actually. That's a cloaking gen. As I was saying, he doesn't like shields. That's also a cloak. What is going on with this man? It leaves him so vulnerable. These 4 Wraiths can do a number to him for sure. Especially with the Capitano being out there in the middle of nowhere. Turret's nearly dead to Pavium already. He's got to be careful. He doesn't have teleport. He can't easily get out of here. But yeah, as I was saying, if that cloak chain can be stopped, the Wraiths could do some real damage. Oh my god! They just about managed to kill. Oh my god. The base was getting cloaked, but the projectile was already going through. Well, that was something. Well, 1-star Wraith is better than no-star Wraiths. We've learned that today. Remember that, kids. Hero has died, I think. There's no hero here. Aatrox lives for another day. Or does he? Wraiths under the shield doing some pretty good work. And we've got the counter attack from XCA. There's 2 hunters, but they're easily taken out by the Wraiths if focus firing, but they're not. Cloaking tower. Hasn't he started that a million years ago? Did he cancel? What is this? Hunters do survive at full health as well, so that's pretty nice, but gotta do something about this. The Lich is gonna be super powerful at this point. Yeah, we've got some Goliath dropped in too. Aye, Rain of Fire. We'll be deleting at least the engineers. One of them makes it. 2 hunters with 2 stars. They're doing pretty good too. Aatrox's base is at half health. If somehow XCA can mount a bigger attack, this is gonna be in trouble. The cloak is up, however. The last detector is down. I don't think this can be attacked any longer. Oh, but those can. Ooh, that's painful. That Wraith did work. Hunter's dead. Harvester's going down. And Aatrox's base is getting blasted. But the Lich is done. Finito. Is this the final? Yeah, Morpstar. It is. Just in time. Got the whole thing ahead of us. Okay, 4 Wraiths, 1 Capitano, 2 Engies. Surely this is fine for the Wraiths. Especially with the bubble. Do the bubble! The Wraiths still don't have Scorch, so I guess it's not fine. Especially with these Wraiths around. XCA is not the only one that can do this. What a crazy game. They're all over the place. But unfortunately, they're not really doing anything. So you kind of need something more concentrated than this. Because these guys obviously know how to defend, right? So trying these 2 Wraith run-bys, I don't know. I think it's a waste of money. Sometimes it works. See there? XCA is playing for the Mega. It's possible. If he can upgrade those bases, actually, it's... Oh, here's the first one. That should guard the mini bases a bit. We got full salvage again. Did Rock and EOD get eliminated? Yeah. I was just saying that at the beginning. It's finally a finals that's not those two. No offense. I love them, but my god. Every time. It's every time. It's good to have some fresh faces in there. Okay, Mega Turret's getting to work. On the Hunter Capitano, it's not gonna do much damage. Right, that's just how it is. But it looks like we've got a great rain of fire. We'll force the army to split at the very least. And then the Wraiths can pick off some stragglers. Oh, those Reavers actually got owned. Capitano is getting blasted hard, but we've got a big drop from our colony player. Will it be sufficient? There's a lot of Wraiths here, guys. I'm not sure XCA can hold. It's basically getting blasted to smithereens. Doesn't have any production, so it might be worth just fighting the fight first. Take out the army and then go for the bases. One thing the Mega Turret does do here, and you can't really discount that, it's that the Hunter Captain doesn't get his shields as long as that thing is blasting at him. If he got his shields up, I don't see how you'd ever stop it, but maybe that is the one little thing to hold on to right now. Unfortunately for XCA, this blob is too big. I don't see how 6-7 Wraiths can stop it. Because Aatrox has more, and he's got a Hunter Captain, and he's got Engineers and 2-star Hunters. This is really problematic. In an alternate universe, he would have gotten more Mega Turrets and started going air. That could be something. Or add blister backs, whatever, something, right? The Reavers are pretty low in number right now, so there's that. I guess Banshees aren't the best tool against the Hunter Captain. That is something to keep in mind. Is air banned? No. No, air is... the biggest air problem is Phantoms, for sure. We get to see that every tournament. Other air, not so much. That was a good Hunter's brand. Actually wins Aatrox the game. Yeah, as I was saying, he just had a huge lead for this whole time, and now is up a point in this series. Pretty epic. He wants to go to bed soon, so 2 more. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got in the blue color XCA 5 playing as the Arbiter. And on the other side, we have got Aatrox as Shipmaster. So expect ghosts, I think, in this one. Ghosts versus Ghosts should be the name of the game, but it is possible to just go tier 2 and not do that. It really depends on what you scout. to the 2 mini bases early on. No surprises there. And very standard generator third builds for both players, which really leans nicely into ghosts. But it could be a second generator as the last building here among all the others. So we'll find out in a second if XCA is saving up. He is. Yeah, this is gonna be a generator with a little bit of idle time. Aatrox is making the stuff though. Oh, he's getting hero out. Okay, he's getting the shippy hero out. That's stylish. Certainly not the standard play, but it can work. And this is cool because actually the ghosts can detect him, right? But his stats are good enough that he can pretty much swipe the ghosts one by one. So while they're low in number, you can't really take him on. And even when you have the numbers and get the mass ramps off, he just teleports out. Back home to safety, gets his health back up, then you have like 2 turrets and you're pretty much safe. So XCA probably doesn't want to take that on head on. Just make a bunch of grunts, capture the power node, go tier 2, get rangers out, and hope for the best from there. Play the macro game. Because, let's be real, that hero is not gonna devastate him completely, even if it comes across the map immediately as first order of the day. Could be just some light mini-base harassment though. That's probably easier to do because there's just no detection near the mini-bases. Still gonna be ghosts for... Oh god, XCA is doing the thing where he gets out a few grunts first and then ghosts. Okay. I mean, it's viable. You just shoot for more power nodes like this with this build. Either way, we've got the honor guard. He's cloaking preemptively here against a single grunt in the garrison. I don't know about that. I think he shouldn't be doing that. Because now he's not going to have cloak for the fights. Although the ghosts have detect already. Plenty of grunts following Aatrox's hero. Who's still cloaked, by the way. Second generator is coming up now. XCA will just be ahead, man. Like, the only thing he needs in addition now is a raid camp to pump out suicide grunts against the grunt mass. But I don't think the job of Aatrox is to try and attack into the main. He just wants the power nodes and control that. Aatrox is not too standard play, true. Very true. Alright, cutting the ghost up. This is exactly what I was saying. 2 of these slices take out the ghosts with just a little bit of backup. So you can't very easily fight that. And don't forget, Shippy has beam. So if you clump up too much with the rams, you get punished. And you gotta be really watchful with that. The mines might detonate there on the hero, but that just kind of saves him, to be honest, from all these ghosts. Grunts can get to work a little bit. Picking off one already is not too bad. Still plenty of ghosts out here. Grunts acting as a body block. Very nice. Just gets the mini base and should extract out of here. A lot of grunts staying behind though, and that's definitely not something that Aatrox intended. It's just an accident, but it's hard to get them to clump the way you want because there's a lot of squad members in there and the pathing is questionable sometimes. Either way, both players should be well into tier 2. With Aatrox having more power nodes, he has got a little bit of an advantage there. And the grunts are more useful with that than the Arbiter ghosts would be. Did I say ghosts twice? I meant the grunts are more useful here. Especially with Shippy. They have so much vision here. So you stick them into the garrisons and you see the whole observable universe. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Huh. Is that all he gets? Wait, that is boosted. It's fine. Alright, Chippy Mac Shipface is getting it. Question in the chat. No, the time factor of having multiple best of 7s is why we are getting best of 3s and 5s in the qualifiers, but have I considered leader bans and regular map rotation? We could define the maps. Leader bans could be on the table as well, but I think we're a little bit scared of taking away the best leader of certain players. So if you're playing against Rock, you're gonna ban his Forge, for example, because you know Vault is coming up, right? That's his best leader on that map. Or banning XCA's Arbiter, then you're not gonna see his best performance, and that's really bad for the quality of the tournament, I think. This is a really good drop though from Aatrox. He's certainly making something happen with. Oh, the base is a little ambitious. My I almost said my son, but I'm pretty sure he's my daddy. So yeah, I think it's something to discuss. I think it's more appropriate for show matches, maybe. Don't know. I just don't want to take away the leaders, the best leaders of the best players. That seems wrong to me. But I also totally get what you're saying about Arbiter always being here. And like, the whole situation with both elites getting used every time, and I know, but taking away the best leaders of the best players is it's really questionable. Ghost managed to control the map again. And Aatrox is kind of suffering here without a significant unit count. The Ghost just operating throughout tier 2 here. Oh my god, he's going tier 3. Saves a unicorn. No hunter though this time. That's unfortunate. I think what we will do is, after this season, figure out what people would be okay with, because maybe one ban is reasonable. You would still get Arbiters. We had bans before, and you still got Arbiter. Every series. So people would ban something that's more topical for the first map, and then, I don't know, didn't have a big impact. Cutting down those enforcers is gonna be pretty important. Maybe no buildings will die for Shippy Mac Shipface. However, our RB gamer is really happy still with how things are going, but Aatrox is tier 3. So what are we gonna get out of that? There's no Wraiths being made. He's got only resource buildings. Good sir, what are you doing? This is as non-standard as it gets in quotation marks. You gotta have units. Oh, Morpstar, thank you so much for the donation. I'm sorry I missed it. I think we need to get it to make a gentle sound. There it is. Donated 10 pounds. Thank you so much, buddy. Staff tips. I think the staff tips are almost covered for this month, actually. All them managers are gonna be banking money. For the pizza, of course. Very kind. The community support during today's tournament in particular has been nuts. I think you've all gotten paid or something all at once. Maybe we should do all our tournaments early in the month. Strats. Hey, I really appreciate it, guys. That's a huge help to us. Seriously. Doing this grassroots style with minimal sponsorships is very difficult, but we do have the HelloFresh thing going on right now, which you guys can check out if you want. It's also a huge help if you're doing a first-time subscription with them. Not only get dinner, but if you're in the US, we get a $200 reward package for that for referring you. You can find the link on the website. It's also in our commands, !HelloFresh. Also in the YouTube description. Thanks guys for considering it. For the rest of the world where it's available, it's actually a $50 bonus, but it's still pretty good. Okay, Arbiter versus Shippy Mech Ship Face. This is gonna be pretty good. The Honor Guard wins hands down with the cloak, of course, especially given that he's got 2 stars. But if they fought without that, if there is detection, it's a very different story. An Arbiter does have lifesteal. He does have Conduit of Rage that you can proc again and again and again, not just as part of his ability. So yeah, if he has support, he definitely wins, but in this case, I don't like it. Oh, great split. XCA just dodging this, forcing the cancel. Wow, that's epic. Hero surviving with pretty good health too. Is he gonna take down both of these extractors? That's crazy, man. No way. Oh my god, I think he's gonna do it. Got another Conduit of Rage. He's gonna take a lot of damage doing so, but he gets it. Oh, he's dead. There's no execution for the DLC heroes. Makes him even more OP. Okay, the Arbiter is coming out again. We've got Wraiths as well, but XCA has more, and he's got more bases. So does he really suffer too much from the 2 generators getting their asses kicked? The other 2 are staying in the game, so it's not too bad so far. He's got mini base controls all over XCA right now. He's bullying the main with some hunters of all things. Now that's again non-standard. Technician signed up to HelloFresh and got someone else to do it as well. Both UK. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Don't apologize to me for that. That's sick. You guys are so helpful. Seriously. Yeah, Arby's back and he's a menace. Under the shield, I'm pretty sure he wins, but maybe if the Wraiths come around, they can drop that shield real quick. Get the sensor tower as well. And there's plenty of grunt support. It's looking okay. I think Aatrox might have this, guys. Like, there's really not that much XCA around. He's chasing the hero now. He's got the reflective shield, which is obviously a problem. Ay. Oh, the Arbiter's getting wrecked. It's gotta be careful here. Need to get out of here. And maybe, just maybe, the higher Wraith number can win the day, but can it though? Advanced cloaking is or the cloak thing is coming in. I don't know what it's called suddenly. Brains mush at this point. XCA tried to hold on to dear life, but he's the one losing the generators now, and he certainly cannot afford that. Arbiter is going across the map to try and make some magic happen, but these hunters are just bonkers, man. They bonked him good. That's why they're called bonkers. That's what they do. The extractor is getting taken down as well. The honor guard's back to full shields. Shield generators going down next up. And is that a spirit support? No, that's an enforcer drop. Okay, XCA is desperate at this point, you can tell. His dropship's toast, but the units do get out just in time. Spirit support is coming, replacing the hunters with better hunters. putting XCA, or rather Aatrox, back to pretty much full population. Not quite, but pretty much. And you can just leave the honor guard here to work on the main while terrorizing the other base. I think Aatrox is going to have a pretty good time with the remainder of this match. Although this attack might be thwarted, it's not the biggest of deals. Again, the Arbiter hero is getting bonked real good by the honor guard. That's a takedown right there. And it's still a pretty good army overall, so XCA is gonna lose this one as well. Really good job by Aatrox overall. He's absolutely on fire today, guys. Great job. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this might be the deciding match of this qualifier tournament. In the blue color, we have got XCA 5 playing as Forge. On the other side, sticking with the banished guns, Aatrox is now going Decimus. Well. Jackrabbit staying at home. XCA is playing it safe. Obviously, you don't want to mess with the Chopper, which doesn't exist. Oh, there it is. Yeah, bullying that Marine pretty good. That's the rough part about playing UNSC on Ashes. The Banish just... they just control the middle power, man. It's rough. Jackrabbit does have the mobility lead though, and sometimes you're able to steal some mini bases, but I don't think this is one of those games. At least Decimus doesn't have any economic advantages early on, so Forge should be able to capture the minis himself without much issue, but if you go double gen early on, then that's not necessarily guaranteed. And Aatrox might be able to get another steal. Well, a single steal. I think you can get two. Marines are certainly not the best scouts. They're pretty slow. Takes them some time to cross a large map like this. So yeah, as I was saying, Aatrox is gonna get that steal in the bottom, I'm sure. Right? Oh my god, dude. Okay. That shouldn't have happened, but it did. We've got the turret coming up. He actually has a lot of money, it's not a problem. Gonna go up to tier 2 without a Forge Hog, I'm assuming. And he'll be looking at a whole lot of choppers. That's what Aatrox likes to do. So one thing guys, that Aatrox seems to have a trend of is that when he has choppers, he makes them. This is not the first time I've noticed this in this series, but the other series also have that. And by the way, Twitch chat, sorry I forgot, but you can go and vote. So yeah, the choppers seem to be a trend, and going to tier 2 with Forge is easy enough, right? Like, you are already on the way there at 3 minutes with a macro build, including a heavy supply pad. It's fine. You get out that Forge Hog and a bunch of Warthogs, you'll be having a bigger army that is better as well. Very, very soon. It doesn't take long at all. Unless it's a grunt spam, then you're not gonna have a bigger army, but it's still much better. So yeah, like 4 or 5 choppers every time from Aatrox. 6. I'm counting because it's very important, actually. You need around 7 of them to guarantee a kill on the Forge Hog. Even with Decimus, it's a good idea to get the higher numbers. Technically, you could take out a lone Forge Hog easier, especially with Vortex, but it's never guaranteed, and the Forge players are really good at shielding them at this level. So You put some other stuff in between, the primary ram won't be going through. And you can absorb it with something like jackrabbits or warthogs. Warthogs in this case, of course. So yeah, it's something to watch out for. Third point will be coming in for XCA as well. And the Emerald Round Scatter Bomb combo is always a huge threat to larger numbers of choppers. So gotta watch out for that. There's, of course, Heavy Metal. So even if you get the perfect engagement in terms of positioning, the kill on the Forge Hog is just not guaranteed. That's one of the reasons why Forge is so oppressive and powerful. This Forge Hog thing, with high-level micro and other guys guarding the guy, it's just extremely powerful. Nothing like it in the UNSC. It is fun though, for sure. What happened here? Wasn't Aatrox getting this base? XCA had no units on the field, so did he just cancel both bases? Guys, I'm not going cuckoo, right? Like, that was definitely a thing. He had a base there. Now he doesn't have as many choppers as he would need. That's a problem. Now the Warthogs are on the offensive. They prevented the base, but Aatrox does have the 5 power nodes, so that's a lot of incoming resources, and as long as you make some hunters and have a shield to chill under, which Aatrox typically doesn't like to do, but now is kind of forced to do it, he will be fine. Don't worry about him. He's getting a huge Vortex off. Oh, he moved the Vortex away from the vehicles. So, Vortex, the actual in-game effect, the impact of it is behind the visuals. So you gotta be really careful and lead the shot a little bit. It's not supposed to work like that. If you play single player, it's exactly where it is, but the networking of it is not as smooth. So it renders before it affects. It's very unfortunate. It used to be so much better at some earlier point, but I think something got optimized the wrong way. And yeah, in modern days of Halo Wars 2, you gotta lead it as well as the beams. A lot more than you used to at the start of the game's multiplayer. Oh well. It is what it is. Now, I don't know what these grunts are all about. I guess they're just getting thrown away to buy some time. Obviously, Aatrox is not getting this base either. Aatrox POV. You want to see it? Okay, I'll show him how you how he plays. He's fast. Keyboard and mouse, of course. Lots of control group usage, of course. Used to be a solid SC2 player, I'm pretty sure. Hunters are getting taken down. They're kind of caught with their pants off. Not that hunters wear pants. Just warmth in an armor. And those grunts will take out a mini base at the very least. Which will mean that... Oh my god, that means that Aatrox controls all the minis. And if his hunters are successful here, which so far they're really not, but if they can hold, the economic advantage is through the roof. Every Warthog kill here matters significantly. If he had a beam, he could take care of the Nightingales at the very least. Boundless Siphon is now in for Aatrox and the base upgrade is coming. Our Forge player is in a lot of trouble if he doesn't do damage. XCA really needs it because this is his last life. Can't lose this one. Well, he can. He still takes home some cash and it's like, what, 30 pounds? It's not bad, but you ideally want more points because he didn't play in the first qualifier. So Aatrox would have more. That means he would get a worse seed next time. And that's right, guys. There's Deci drops, Wombat Combat says. So Desi drop would be a problem for all these Warthogs, especially if combined with the glassing beam. Now Aatrox is getting there. He's not quite there yet, so actually he's having some real trouble holding on to this base. But the engineers are doing some work. Oh, they should be in the back of the base, man. Getting so easily blasted here. Vortex is gonna weaken these units, but I'm not sure if anything will die, honestly. Maybe the grunts can pick up the one Gale. Didn't happen. And it's another engineer that's dead. What? No, why would you pick suicide grunt? Why would you do that, Aatrox? Oh my god, that's a misclick for sure. You gotta get beam against this. The Nightingales can't evade it. Grunts are creating value. They are multiplying. Well, XCA has a lot of coin. Oh, such a good timing on the heavy metal to counter this. And the heal. He's gonna lose nothing to the Desi drop. Okay, he lost the Warthog as I finished saying that. That was stupid. This is only to spite me. Yeah, XCA has got this under control for the most part. Just needs to be careful not getting overwhelmed. Picking off one hunter at a time should be the name of the game. And then just moving on to the bases, because these minis are actually getting quite problematic, guys. Aatrox is swimming in income, not in stored resources, but if he can pick off these Warthogs one by one with his hero, and essentially lose very little for it, just these grunts, who keep multiplying, as I was saying, then XCA will eventually run out of steam. Now his Nightingales are dying to the mass grunt, and that's a problem. Oh my goodness. Okay, we've got the big boys coming in. The boomers are here. I'm just gonna call them the boomers from now on. That's their name. Yeah. It's not a person's name, but it's a name. Oh, great ammo around there. Well, those grunts are history. Nice beam from the hero. Might be able to take out that one tank. Maybe. Ooh, I wouldn't dive into that though. Ah, good pull. Of course he has pull. Oh, can you get it? One more hit. My god, the pullback micro was sick. I love these grizzlies. They just go boom. My inner 5-year-old is hyped. Warthog might not make it out, but we've seen some pretty good micro from XCA this whole time. I'm sure he can make it. You just need to not get pulled in by the Desi, and that's really far away, so it's fine. Gets away. We've got tier 3. We've got the Gauss Hog upgrade coming. Well, the Gauss Forge Hog thing. Gauss Overcharge, that's the name. And Vultures. Now, Vultures aren't gonna be great against stuff like the grunts. It's just not great. There's too many grunts. Nightingales have been killed as well, so no backup. It's a tough situation to be in. And this Forge Hog is pretty bruised and battered. Gonna eat a beam. And the Vortex is gonna weaken him. The Hunters are gonna take him down. Not even a question about that. Comes the Watcher Nuke, but I mean, take out one Hunter for that? You're hoping for more when you fire that. Let's see what it does to the grunts. 1 grunt and some squad members. That's really underwhelming right now. But the boomers are getting to work. Okay, the hunters are getting taken down now. 3 vultures are definitely looking like enough. Is Aatrox gonna get out of here? This hero is not gonna stay alive forever. Losing elf. Airpad's dead. Gotta teleport out. Dude, do something. Don't lose the 1-star. That's... Okay. He dead. Now, the grunts are running under the vultures. That could do a lot of work here. Of course, having the engineer cover for the hunters is a big deal. 1 vulture is dead. The Warthog isn't looking so hot either. Yeah, those hunters are giving him a lot of trouble there. Oh, they can't shoot him. Keep missing. Good escape from XCA. Come the nukes. Boom. It's a lot of boom. Okay. The map control is kind of evening up with XCA starting to take back the map. This is not too bad. He's 80 population. Aatrox is 100. That's definitely a discrepancy there. I think the Decimus drop might be back in place soon. That's dead boomer right there. One step closer to undoing Brexit, right? Anyway. The longer the stream goes, the more inappropriate I get, I think. Although I cracked the mom jokes earlier. That was pretty bad. Okay, fire the shot. I want to see some dead grunts. Let's see it. I'm ready. Aatrox. Oh, I mean, XCA. Sorry. See, that's why I addressed him the wrong name. Yeah, that's why I didn't shoot. Dude, these grunts are just multiplying. Holy. They should keep re-triggering the threshold. So unfortunate that this specific heal does that. None of the others do. This is not normal. Alright, looks like the anti-infantry turret is really getting to work here. It's one of the only weapons in the game that can actually get rid of them. Is that vultures up there? Just 2. They're still doing a great job. Aatrox is about to lose the base. I don't think he can Oh, he can salvage it. Nice. But he can't save the base. And he just lost all his grunts. Looks to me that XCA has cleaned up. Now it's just a matter of counter-attacking, which he doesn't need to rush with. Got all the time in the world. More vultures, more nightingales. Ultimately, this will lead to combat salvage. And then those vultures can go for the suicide runs. Technician likes the mum jokes. Yeah, great. See, actually, it was a cultural barrier for me at first, but I learned to appreciate them. Okay, this base is gonna get toasted. There's no way. You can't hold it against this. And honestly, looking at Aatrox's army, it's kind of sad right now. I'm not loving his chances, but he is gonna cloak up. That's gonna help a lot. It's just pretty hard to target that thing. Would need vultures, reverse though to deal with the vultures. Oh god. His grunt just disappeared. Okay, maybe call in the boomers again? Nah, doesn't have the pop. Okay, there goes the combat salvage. We've got this now. I think we're gonna go to the next game very, very soon. There's no way this base can take this. Wait! The harvester took the hit. Probably saved Aatrox from utter destruction right now. The reavers are out. Oh, I think he can turtle this now. My god, he made it. That's crazy. Oh, the beam comes in. Can he save the bases? No repair, no healing, no nothing. The boomers are in. The Fortrog might die, but that's a sacrifice that XCA is willing to make. He just wants this thing that I want everybody to fire on that target. We got it. The boomers came in for the help. Okay. This whole grunt business, it's been hilarious, but it's time to move on. Wow. Chat's asking what country I'm from. Yeah, Hungary. But, I mean, I've lived in the UK for like 10 years now. Not quite 10, it's like 9.5. So, I only know what Hungary is like from a distance at this point. Although I lived in Scotland for a while, so more than 10 if you count that. I mean, of course you should count that. It's part of it. Oh, that's a really good ammo round. This Fortrog can absolutely bully Reavers by themselves. There's no question about that. Honestly, none of Decimus's big boy tools are getting used here, guys. This is very problematic indeed. More vehicle upgrades, more Reavers, but you can't kill this then. And with XCA being up in bases, I think it's time to move on. Maybe XCA will say something cheeky, because Aatrox has been allowed to say cheeky things all day. But there's just no way he holds that. Like, come on, just gotta build up the numbers a little bit and strike. Actually, there's 2 more vultures coming in, and I think that should be it. Yeah, 9 of them here. It's 90 pop by themselves. Almost 81. Vultures are 9 pop. Another bunch of great takedowns on the Reavers. The Fortrog is ridiculously cost effective. It's not even Not even fair. What this thing can do. It's fair because the other guy gets heroes too. And Decimus happens to get a hero that could pull him in and bonk him and kill him every single time, but Aatrox refuses to use it. He's overdone the style points this time, and grunts are not a very good late game tool. They're okay if you really need a quick spam, but they're not meant for this kind of game. When you have mass vultures with heavy metal, the grunts are not gonna cut it. Aatrox's base is dead. And no mini base advantage in the world will keep you in this. We've got a series, ladies and gentlemen. Going to a game 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been here before, but on a different map and different players. Now they're swapping the leaders up. XCA is going for Shipmaster in the blue. On the other side, we've got Arbiter in the red. Yeah, these guys really like their elites. I think this is a good place for Forge. I think this is a good place for Cutter. Even Kinsano can be pretty good here. But we're not gonna see it here in this particular match. Unfortunately, more banished mirrors, especially the elites. They just keep cropping up. If only there was a little bit of balance patching, then these two would get toned down a little bit. Even some tiny tweaks, like the Arbiter's lifesteal or Phantom health, whatever, something like that would be so nice. Great Vigo micro from both players, of course. Ghost coming in to help, and the Sentinels coming in to help is making this pretty one-sided. XCA kind of stomping that grunt. 2 mini bases versus 1 so far. Bear in mind the middle ones are more expensive, so picking them up is quite non-traditional. Sorry, that's 2-2 actually. 3-2 now, with all the side ones getting completed. And this one is gonna be last. Let's see if Aatrox gets to the middle here at all. He doesn't have vision, and his grunts are gonna take a while to get there. Ghost and Raid Camp. Now that's stylish. In this case it means Enforcers, because Aatrox is the Arbiter. But XCA is getting vehicle shielding. If he has enough ghosts, it's not going to be a problem at all. That's something to watch out for. Oh. Sorry, knocked my desk. There's ghost shielding on Aatrox's guys as well, so the Enforcers are really just a bonus. And to clear out 1 or 2 minis, it's totally worth it. I can see that. But he's playing from behind here. There's no question about it. XCA just has more production. He hasn't had to make a barracks to clear up a mini base. And he's got a higher ghost count. That could be devastating if he strikes at the right time. Right now they're just gonna help with cleaning up this node. That's another little income advantage for him. Now, the second one gets taken as well. The Ghost can do it, of course. We got Banished Raid number 2. Makes the vehicles faster. So, that's one advantage for Shipmaster right there. That the reinforcements come in better. You can chase the enemy ghosts. And like actually catch up with them. But you gotta keep moving. And the ability to capture power nodes obviously is huge. Ginormous even. It's gonna be 3 to 1 power nodes in a moment. And it's a quick process too, especially for a vehicle. It's not even a core infantry and it captures as fast. Well, this is Aatrox's chance to try and do something if he catches the ghosts. But it looks like he's the one that might be getting sandwiched. Alright, the second extractor is coming up for Aatrox, but he is about to lose this mini base, so his best play is to go to the other side and do the same to XCA. Which rhymes. Taking over all the power nodes is a great idea too. And now the ghost count is looking good. 13? Look at... It's about the same for both players, so... Yeah, Aatrox has been doing a great job with that. But he's behind in power by a lot. 600 power behind. That's not really acceptable. If XCA retakes these power nodes, I don't know what Aatrox really does. Sure, he's regaining the minis, slowly but surely, but... I mean, XCA now looks to be having a better ghost number. Oh, you gotta kill those. Yeah, he knows. He's not gonna know strat in this finals of a tournament. Although it does look to be accidental if he accidentally leaves now. But he will finish it off. The last sentinel falls. Everything's fine. Can't help but notice the red rally point. What's the plan, Aatrox? Just charging in with everything we've got. It's about to be spotted by XCA. He will just turn home. Ram wars are about to begin. We got beam. It's quite the clump as well from Aatrox. At least 4 ghosts have died. He's running some more into it. But who's actually gonna win this? 4th point should be in for both players. XCA can't quite afford his own drop right this moment, but there it is. It's finally coming in, and the engineer bubbles and the hunter should be the anchor that he needs to actually win this fight and turn away the other gamer. Aatrox, however, is going to be blasting at these harvesters, and I'm not sure there's enough stuff here to actually protect the harvesters in general. The engineer shield with his 40% protection is hugely impactful. Oh my god, every single enforcer died. Wow. Is there a potential for game 5 here? XCA just cleaned up, but he's got all the mini bases to look after. The power nodes are more fairly distributed, 3 to 2, and Aatrox is working on turning that around. He's got an expo coming up. To be fair, so does XCA. But a very small lead now going to Aatrox. It's just that he lost a too large army compared to what he can afford. I think his hero he will need to save with an extraction. It's just gonna be too weak to get out by himself. Oh god, the ghost save him. That's huge. Saves himself the extract money. He's gonna come in back with the upgrade, and he's got engineers. And not any engineers, they're unicorns. Privately owned, valued over $1 billion. Got some extractors. 3 is better than 2, as we all know. XCA is not ready to take that step just yet. Maybe someday. These guys could go after the mini if they so chose. There are upgraded harvesters there, so it's not a bad idea too. Good idea to just run around with this hero. It's so difficult to catch even with ghosts, which are faster than him, but he's fast enough that it's not a big difference. Next he's getting his own mini. He's got some backup here. Hunters as well. Unicorn. And a mini counter attack on this base. There's nothing to really defend with. Aatrox doesn't have hero or anything like that. Getting hunters and rangers out would take a million years. Oh, another enforcer drop is great, however. These guys are gonna eat the mine, aren't they? Oh god! What ghosts? What army? Hero's dead also. Okay, I think Aatrox made a big play here. He is losing, however, his map control overall. Kills a unicorn, but has only one power node on the map, and his mini base is getting assaulted as well. Not looking too hot there, but you know, taking out Steve, or Chad rather. Steve is the hunter, right? Pretty sure. Oof. Okay, XCA is getting back to hero. Aatrox is just happily running around with a big army now, trying to recapture as many nodes as possible. Won't be the easiest thing, especially with the drop squad running around. That's quite a nightmare army. And eventually these hunters will tickle the base to death. Ghost is toast. More engineers getting added. Aatrox, I think, could use a handful of marauders just to have some base damage against these minis. Would be nice. But now he's starting to control the map again. Playing really well here in this tournament as a whole, but especially now starting to get things together. Shield gen coming in for XCA. He will need that. It's starting to build up on the locust count. I don't know about that. There's too many ghosts. You gotta clear out the ghosts first. Otherwise, it's too risky. Both of them have the cloaking. There's a beam coming in to shoo away Aatrox. It'll work. But his elite enforcers are coming back in to apply a conduct of rage. They're pretty good units for the fight too, and could potentially break the shields, but I think the army is too weak overall. So better to just run away and come back. More engineers. That's what's needed for all the healing, of course. Dude, Aatrox has crazy map control right now. It's just the power nodes he can't really hold on to. RB's coming out, and tier 3 will happen soon as well. Meanwhile, XCA is spending all his money on tier 2 stuff. Locusts and Rangers are not gonna cut it against Wraiths. Like, they're good against Wraiths, the Locusts. You got enough mobility as Shipmaster with the teleports. And displacement, of course. But the Rangers, not so much. They're good against this blob. Not against the future Wraiths. As you see a little bit of chip damage happening from all these mini base exchanges, it's just the easiest things to take down, so that's what you should go after. It's guaranteed damage on such a large map. You can't defend them all in the Banished Mirror. Hell, in a UNSC situation you also can't, even though you have things like Warthogs, which are pretty fast. Wow. Conduit Incarnate is coming in. That'll be pretty important for this hero. Well, he already has it. It's the reflection shield that's coming in, right? Reprisal. And we've got the Wraith already. It's just a matter of holding these locusts back. I don't know, you should charge in there. That's risky. Got Reprisal now. Need a few more Wraiths in order to safely do this. Those 2-star hunters are just a little bit too much. Was this a base? I think it was, and the enforcers are gonna do a number to the main now. That's all Aatrox needs. One more win. And that main is very exposed right now. Tier 3 Arbiters going in the middle of this army. It's gonna get ugly very quickly as well. Mass Cloaking's in. Oh, the Plasma Bolt is gonna take them all down. But the hero. Oh, these guys aren't doing anything. Currently macroing the Arbiter, so fair enough. It's getting back to full health just by killing Hunters. This is crazy, dude. There are, however, 2 Rangers, so I think he'll need a little help. Should be able to run down this group, especially if the hero isn't moving separately. Teleportation is used to get them out of there. Another hunter will fall. He's just left behind. Minis are now back in Aatrox's control, and he can start poking the main, maybe even with another additional drop. What was that song just before? I'm not sure. I have to go and check. It's one of the Halo 2 soundtracks. Not sure. Let's watch the game. It's from the Halo 2 anniversary soundtrack. Displacement puts the army far away, so XCA holds just fine. Oh, Tactical Gateway is getting used. Let's see if the Arbiter has teleport. Even if he does, it's too far. This is the power of the Locust, ladies and gentlemen. And Shipmaster, of course. That's 3 generators toasted. Hell, the main itself might go down. Oh. Even if Plasma Bolt is ready to go, it's not gonna kill all these Locusts. Would need like level 2 or 3 of it to do that. Base is now at half health. What does the Locust want? I mean, the Reaver want in there? I guess a Unicorn, I guess. And now Shippy can just leave. Like, you don't have to stay here and fight. Otherwise, you're gonna lose everything. Uh-oh. I think Aatrox has the power to go through this and actually take down everything on the other side. This is very scary right now for XCA. He definitely overstayed his welcome. He's got a beam coming in, but Aatrox should be able to split out of this without too much issue. It's just a level 1 beam anyway. And Conduit of Rage coming in to heal back the army. It's good stuff. Those Wraiths on the higher ground will be dropping the shield and now bullying the turrets with their damage buffs. And Arbiter is fully upgraded, right? So he can just go nuts on this infantry. It's time for XCA's base to suffer. Meanwhile, Aatrox is already a 4th base. Still maintains mini base control as well as power nodes. Looking rather good right now. And that's it! Aatrox wins! I was gonna say, maybe XCA has some tricks up his sleeve, maybe the spirit support helps, but it's not realistic. He can't do it, and Aatrox takes the series 3-1. Very impressive victory. And 40 pounds will go to Aatrox, as well as a lot of points from today's tournament for the main event. Now let's take a look at who makes it. We want to thank our MetaPlace website subscribers. Your contribution helps us keep the project sustainable. As we reach higher subscription goals, you are helping us cover more and more behind-the-scenes costs, such as video editing. Check out our subscription page using the link in the description, and remember to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.